Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Jenna. I sell my crochet plushies online, and if you're a subscriber, welcome back. So for today's video, I'm gonna be diving into some Etsy tips and tricks that helped grow my crochet business into a 5-figure business. And just for some background, for those of you who don't know me, I actually don't even crochet full-time. I do it part-time as a hobby, and I started my Etsy shop last year in January of 2022. And to date, my total sales exceeds over $25,000. So I really wanted to share with you guys how I did it, what strategies I did, and what really worked for me. Because fun fact, I actually had another Etsy, my first ever Etsy back in 2020, and I was trying to sell polymer clay earrings, and my Etsy site was dead for months. Like, I didn't get any views, I didn't get any sales, and I was like, dang, like it's really hard to break into Etsy. But fast forward now, I have a really successful crochet business through Etsy, and I really just want to share everything that I've learned along the way. And also, I feel like there's not a lot of YouTube videos that provide actual like tips and tricks. They are just really general, or they make you go purchase their like guide or whatever. But no, I'm gonna be straight up with you guys, honest, and really tell you the strategies that I used and what really worked for me. I have everything on my iPad here, so let's just dive in. So we're gonna kind of go in order. So we're gonna start out with setting up your shop, kind of how to get started, and then we'll work on maintaining your shop, growing your shop, etc. So when setting up your shop, my first tip is to completely fill out your shop information. So that includes headers, profile pictures, your bio, your shop description, all of that. I feel like one of the mistakes I made with my earring business was I didn't fill out a lot of those details on my Etsy shop. So I feel like that deterred customers because it doesn't make you look as legitimate. So make sure you kind of also have a cohesive branding to your shop. So use like colors in your header and your profile picture, have a cute logo, have a cute header, write up a little cute description that summarizes what your shop offers. Also write a bio about yourself so people feel like they can connect with you more. I think that's really important to setting yourself up for success. My next tip would be fill out your listings completely. Another pitfall I ran into with my earring business, I realized I only had one picture. I like barely put a description together. I didn't fill out any of like the tags, the materials. And the more you craft your listings, the more Etsy is gonna actually push those listings out to real viewers. Because if Etsy sees that your listing only has like one picture, no description, no materials filled out, etc., it's not gonna push it out because that just looks sloppy. It doesn't look professional. So when you make listings, really make sure you invest that time and have a bunch of different photos, have videos. I feel like videos really help attract people and show people a different perspective to your listings. Also make sure to have a really good description. Something that I did to help me kind of build the description is look at similar products that are listed on Etsy and kind of see how other people wrote the description for them. Of course, please do not copy anybody's descriptions, but just use it as a reference to kind of see like what is the important information that you should include in your description. So this includes like product dimensions, product weight, what materials, is it safe for children, all of that. Okay, tip number 3 is use Etsy ads. Also, please take all of these tips with a grain of salt. This is just what personally has worked for me and what I believe helped me achieve a good Etsy business. But of course, everybody is different, and if you don't want to do this, don't listen to me. But what I did when I first started out was I made all of my listings promoted by Etsy. And the great thing about this is you don't have to give a huge budget for ads. Like I think I literally did like $1 a day for my listings. I feel like the ads really did help push my listings out and get real views by real people versus getting stuck on like page 10 of an Etsy search. So to me, it was definitely worth doing ads and investing in ads up front, especially as a new shop. It's really important that you build up your brand, you build up your reputation, and you get views. Getting views will get you sales. So I definitely prioritized having all my listings have Etsy ads. My next tip is provide free shipping. Again, this might be a little controversial, but I feel like whenever someone sees the free shipping tag, they're automatically drawn to that listing just because nobody likes paying shipping. And what I did, which probably isn't the best looking back, is I literally didn't inflate my prices because of that free shipping. I literally was just giving away free shipping, and that is a deficit that I took when selling those products that had free shipping. But I said to myself, like, it's worth the sale to me, because at the time when I was first starting out, my main goal was to grow and build that rep, get those 5-star reviews, and really just start selling. Like, if you don't sell anything, you can't grow, you can't have that reputation, you can't really do anything because you're not selling anything. So free shipping definitely hooked a lot of my customers in the beginning, and it really helped me start establishing my own brand, my reputation. It definitely brought in sales that I would not have gotten otherwise, because it's really competitive too. If you offer free shipping, a lot of people don't offer that, and I don't offer it now. I took that away just because I have enough organic sales. I don't need it. But my number one tip would be to offer free shipping to get that edge on the competition. And then speaking of competition, I get a lot of questions asking how to price your products. And there's a lot of great videos and materials out there on the web, on YouTube, to how to price your crochet products specifically. But what I did was I looked on Etsy and I saw people who were also selling crochet plushies and similar plushies to myself. And I kind of used that to help guide my pricing. Again, like, do not straight up copy someone else's listing word for word, price for price, but use it as a guide, as a reference to kind of see, like, okay, what is the range that crochet plushies are being listed at, what they're selling at, and then where should I fall in terms of pricing. If you're brand new and your shop barely has any sales, barely any reviews, and you're first starting out, I would definitely price on the lower end of that band. So if people are selling crochet turtles between like 20 and 40, I would definitely stay within that like $20 range to stay competitive and also to draw people in with your lower prices. But again, also don't sell yourself short. That is definitely a big mistake I made in the beginning. I was definitely selling my stuff for way too low. I was selling myself short. I think I still sell myself short to this day, but whatever. That's for another video. But definitely, like, if you choose to go on the lower end, make sure you adjust your products accordingly. So don't like make this jumbo turtle and list it for $20. Like, make a smaller good sized turtle and list it for $20 and see how it does. And then also the beauty of Etsy is you get a lot of good analytics. So if you notice that you list a turtle, for example, for like $25, it's not doing too great, maybe change it up, like change the main picture of the listing, maybe bring the price down to $22 and then see how it does and use those analytics to your advantage. And if people seem to be viewing the turtle listing at $22 with that new listing picture, then stick to that and kind of just use it as a guide as you keep going. Another tip that kind of goes hand in hand with what we're just talking about is don't expect to profit a crazy amount up front. Like, I think that's just an unrealistic expectation. And another tip is set really realistic goals. So I think when I started out, like, yeah, I didn't expect to profit that much. I think I profited like $10 or like $5 on my first sale. And you know what? That's okay, because to me, making the sale was more important, not necessarily like how much I was profiting. And I do understand that's kind of a place of privilege. Like, I was just doing this for fun as like a part-time hobby that I wanted to get started. So if you're more serious about it, I definitely understand that, you know, profiting is an extremely important aspect of running your business. But when you're first starting out, just make sure to like keep your goals realistic and definitely make them in bite-sized chunks, so you'll feel motivated to keep going because you'll be able to hit those goals quicker versus having like a big massive goal that's not achievable, such as profiting like $1,000 in the first month or something like that. And with that, I think like keep in mind the priorities. So prioritize making sales over profiting. And again, take this with a grain of salt. This is just kind of like my mentality going into it. I really was prioritizing sales, getting reviews, and building up my shop so more and more customers would trust buying from me. And then as time went on, I was able to increase my prices, profit way larger, and I'm not necessarily focused on making sales anymore because that just comes naturally. And then you can start focusing on the nitty-gritties like profit margins and all of that. Okay, I don't know what number tip we're on, but the next tip is to run sales. So another thing I did to kind of hook customers and get them coming to my shop and looking at my listings is running sales. So that definitely catches people's eyes when they search up products and they see that they're on sale. And then also Etsy tells people when the sale will end. So that kind of creates urgency for people to, buy those products quickly versus letting them sit in their carts. So run sales, advertise the sales on social media. And I think when I first started, I think I ran sales all the time. Like nothing was never not on sale. And that definitely helped bring customers in. Okay, my next tip is be careful asking for reviews. So I know a lot of people want 5-star reviews. Of course, everybody wants 5-star reviews for their shop. And when I first started out, I had the tendency of following up with my customers once they got their item delivered, and I messaged them. I was like, hey, do you mind leaving me a review? That would be like much appreciated. And I found that this backfired for me a lot. And that is because I realized a lot of people who are happy with their product, love the product, etc., they'll leave a review all on their own. Like, you don't have to ask them to leave a review. Whereas people who are kind of like, this product didn't meet my expectations, or maybe something like was wrong with it, etc., like they definitely will leave an honest review about that, and they'll be like, oh, if you want a review, sure, let me write you one and tell you how subpar your product was. So I learned the hard way, like, let me not ask people for reviews. So that is the tip I'm proposing to you guys. Just be wary of doing that. Yeah, so I'd say like 80% of the time it did work, but that 20% of the time it didn't work, I just cringed at myself and I was like, you shouldn't have done that. So yes, be wary of asking for reviews. I feel like the next tip is a given, but definitely build up your social media presence. I feel like in the beginning, a lot of my sales came from Instagram because people were viewing my story, viewing my posts, seeing my cute plushies. I think exposure is key when you're first starting out. You need people to get eyes on your products, see your products, and just really get excited about them, and also just connect with your customers. So social media is a great resource for that. And I personally started my Instagram account at 0 followers, and now I think I'm at like 15K or whatever, but it does take time. My number one tip for growing your social media is to just find people within, the crochet community and start following people, and then you will get follows back and you'll start creating your own little community. Post regularly, comment on people's posts, and yeah, you should naturally start growing. My next tip is keep adding new products. If people come to your shop on Etsy and see that you offer a lot of different plushies, they'll probably get excited. They'll keep browsing your shop. They'll stay for a little longer versus if they go to your shop and they see like one plushie listed. So if possible, try and offer a variety of products. And I think on my own shop, I started out with like 5 listings and just kept adding and adding. And also it's important to note that I run my shop as a made-to-order shop. So I personally make the orders as they come in. Nothing is already made. It's different than people on Instagram who do drops where they make a bunch of products up front and then they release them on Etsy or release them on Instagram and people can buy them. I guess I should have prefaced this video with that, but yeah, if you're selling made to order, it would be a really good idea to have multiple listings. Okay, I kind of touched on this one already, but use analytics to your advantage. Etsy has really great analytics. Like say you have 2 products listed on your shop, a turtle and a whale, and say the turtles get all the sales and the whales don't. I would kind of adjust accordingly, maybe take down the whale and offer more turtle variations. I definitely used analytics to my advantage when I first started out, and I feel like that also definitely helped me grow because I was giving the customers what they wanted. Another tip that I have is, if possible, offer customizations. Like, people love being able to customize their products from what I've seen. They love custom plushies, they love adding their own little touch to it, changing the color, adding like little embellishments. And that's something I've always offered from day one. Like, if you want something customized, just tell me, I'll do it. And I think that's also something that really helped me bring in sales because not a lot of sellers do that. So if possible, try and add customizations. But yeah, that is my last tip. And of course, like, my ending note is just have fun with it, be patient, and you will grow. Like, just keep at it. Don't get discouraged if you don't have, you know, a lot of sales or views in the beginning, because you will grow over time. And once those orders start coming in, once you start building your brand, once you start getting those 5-star reviews, people will order from you. I hope you guys found this video helpful. I hope to do maybe some more tips and tricks in the future, or like a Q&A. If you're interested in that, comment down below. And when you're at it, also please like this video and smash that subscribe button if you want to stay around. But I hope everyone has a great day, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye!